Oof. Okay. Good. Should be working. Oh, hey man. Nice to talk to you. I'm glad you could make it. We're just gonna wait for a couple more people, and then we can get this started. How are you doing today? Oh, definitely. Yeah, we're gonna be talking a little bit about Wolfsbane today. Just give me a second. I have to make. I'm also streaming on YouTube, so I gotta make sure that's running as well. Okay, I do not know how to work this. Okay. Should say that I'm live right now. Okay. So it says I'm live. Okay, I'm gonna give it 2 more minutes. That way I can get stuff set up. That feeds on that. Alright. Hello and welcome to the live stream. If you don't know who I am by now, which I'm pretty sure you don't. My name is oh, hold up. Oh. Nice, man. That's all good. But yeah. If you don't I am a comic writer. At least I'm trying to be right now. Yeah. Anyway, let's get started. First off, what is Wolfsbane? Well, Wolfsbane is pretty much how could I talk about it? So let me run this by you. What if I'm gonna start over. Sorry. Wolfsbane is pretty much this horror comic book that I thought of like what, a year ago? And I was thinking to myself, I'm a real big fan of horror movies. What if they actually, the monsters actually existed? So I started thinking to myself, I think I might have something. And I was shocked to realize that it really hasn't been done before, at least in my opinion. So it starts off with a city known as Bancroft, and we look into the world of Detective Jack Mulligan, and the story starts off with he's investigating a murder. So everything boils down to yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna speak. So long story short is he comes to find that this world of monsters actually exists, and he has to figure out what to do in these sorts of situations. Honestly, yeah, I could have explained that better, but I'm still getting used to speaking. Either way, yeah, I'm gonna move on. Let's start with some icebreakers. Introduction. Alright, so yeah, I'm actually gonna move on to the characters because I'm pretty sure you guys are pretty excited for it. So, the first character, Jack Mulligan, he's a detective of the Bancroft Police Department. And he's pretty much this guy that's been there for a long time. He knows his way around place. And he's seen some things that makes, normal people shudder. So when he's doing this investigation, he's trying to go by the book. He tries to be sympathetic to people, but he knows when there's bullshit, pretty much. And he's actually partnered with an Irish detective called Brian McKenzie. He's pretty much your stereotypical wisecracker, but there's also a lot more to him than meets the eye. And I think once you start reading once you start reading the series further, you'll get to learn a lot more of his character. Thank you, my dude. I really appreciate it. But okay, now for one of the main characters. I'm going to actually show you a bit from my screen. This way, you can actually get a better look at who I'm talking about. Okay, screen capture, window capture. Give me a second. Kind of hard. Okay, let me delete that. So I'm using this on XSplit, so it's kind of hard to navigate. I'm gonna do window capture. Nah, okay, yeah, this is better. So let me just push the live, and we're gonna go over to here. All right. So these are some of the scenes I've worked with artist Thomas Mosel to create. If you don't know, he's a really good artist. I'll have his link down in the campaign when I post it. But yeah. So right here, this is Jack Mulligan, the detective that I was talking to you about. As you can see, I wanted him to have a sort of gruff-looking design, like typical noir detective. And right here, this girl right here is Morgan Whitley. Now, Morgan Whitley is a character that I was thinking the hardest on, in my opinion. I wanted to get her right because she's a character that suffers from abuse, and you'll find out what kind of abuse she suffers later on when you read issue 1. And the thing is with abuse victims, you gotta be really careful about this stuff, because if you're not, it's not hard to translate, but it's not easy either, at least in my opinion. So she, yeah. Here are some scenes of him trying to investigate. This right here, this is Brian McKenzie, the guy that I was talking about. Right now, his features aren't as defined, as he's not going to be the focus in the first issue, but you will see a lot more of him in the second one. This is also a character. I'm not going to reveal her yet. I want you to get a better look at her when the issue comes out. And this right here, this is the first monster that we're going to see in Wolfsbane. Obviously, if you haven't noticed, it's part of the title. So, that it's actually an interesting thing. How I went with the title is I got it from two things: the actual plant Wolfsbane, which is particularly poisonous to humans and animals too. But I also got it from let me get rid of this. I also got it from the Epic of Beowulf. And Andrew, hold up. Your influences are. Oh, okay, yeah, influences. Let me push this slide real quick. Yeah, my influences. I actually have some right now. So I've been getting a lot of inspiration from new titles like The Immortal Hulk. If you guys haven't read this, it's a really amazing story. Here, let me see if I can get it without the glow. It's really good. It pretty much takes Hulk back to a horror aspect of what he's usually been in. So if you're not familiar with the old Hulk comic books, I'd say it's like it's either it's not Tales to Astonish. I think it's Journey into Mystery. But back then, it's when the Hulk was gray, and there's this dichotomy of he could only turn into the Hulk at night, and he's plagued with being this monster. And he doesn't really have allies like he does now. And another thing is, I've been reading a lot of Alan Moore books. And if you're not familiar with Alan Moore, he's the one of the he's one of the writers and I think artists to no, he's a writer to Swamp Thing. He's also done V for Vendetta, The Watchmen. So all those types of books are really what I wanted to aim for with this series. And as for my favorite books, I actually do have a lot. If we're talking about comic books, I'm a real fan of the Spider-Man series. And if we're talking classical books, I'm gonna stick with the theme of horror, and I'm going to say it's The Invisible Man by H.G. Wells. It's a really good book. So, okay, we got through the character summaries. We got through a butched rendition of what the book was about. And okay, we're going to talk about crowdfunding, which I think is a bit too early, but I think it does need to be talked about because I don't like leading people on. So with the thing, I'm debating on whether to put it on Kickstarter or Indiegogo. Oh, no problem, man. The original was really good. But yeah, I'm debating on whether to put it out on Kickstarter or Indiegogo. Primarily because I need to do more research on the best route to take. I've heard that Kickstarter is good, but it has some problems, and Indiegogo is I have no idea actually. But I still will need to do some research. As for when the book will come out, right now, thankfully we got done 13 pages inked. I'd say about a month ago. But yeah, that kind of hurt my wallet a little bit. So realistically, if I had the money, the book would be out sooner. And it literally took like about a month or two for the artist to do 13 pages. He's really good, really creative. He has a good mindset for what I want to happen the script. Thomas Muzzle, I'm pretty sure you can check him out on online. I'll once I start talking to him, I'll get his info and everything, and I'll link him. But my realistic goal for this would probably be to launch somewhere in October 2021 at the latest. if I will be transparent, and I'll try to update you guys if I can launch the books out sooner or later. But yeah, I'm hoping that I'll be able to have it out by that date. As for rewards and everything, I'm still negotiating. Well, I'm not negotiating. I'm still planning on them. But my ideal focus right now, I would like to have digital books out. That way, people can still get access to them if they don't like physical copies. And for physical copies, I would like to have them out as well. I'm actually planning on having variant covers as well. So right now, I can show you one of the variant covers that's unfinished right now. I haven't hold on, let me see. There we go. This is by an artist known as Bruno Tyler, and hold on, let me pull it up. Here we go. Nope, that's not it. Okay, let me push it to the live. Here we go. If I can. There we go. Okay. So pull that over. That way I can see Facebook Live. There we go. Okay, so this is what the title, the variant cover is right now. As you can see, he did a good job going into the horror aspects of it. Hold on, let me just. There we go. He did a good job going to the what I wanted. I wanted to originally I wanted there to be I wanted you to be surprised by the rendition of the werewolf, but then I was thinking, hey, it doesn't really make sense because the whole book is about oh, thank you, my dude. The whole book is about being this monster and trying to overcome it, and pretty much even though the book is in black and white, which I think actually helps the story, none of the characters, none of the themes and the predicaments that they get themselves into are black and white. Just like in our world today, there's stuff that's morally gray, and there's some color to it as well. Okay, let me get rid of that. Again, thank you for the compliment, my dude. I really appreciate it. All right. So, let's see. Actually, no, I actually wanted to give out a shout out because right now I've been getting to a lot of indie books, and I think this is gonna be the last thing for the night. I'll plan on doing more lives, but back to what I was talking about. This right here is Worms Crawl In by Dan Schmidt. It's pretty much a zombie book that takes a whole new spin on what zombies can do. So, not to spoil his book, I'm going to try and be as brief and informative as I can. Pretty much, there's two characters in here. A girl that can talk to spirits, and a zombie that's able to move his spirit into other bodies. And their goal is to work with each other to to kill the people that killed him and her best friend. It goes through a lot of interesting twists and turns, and this is also a book that I felt would be quite similar to the feeling that I would want in here. Hold on, let me see. That I would want in Wolfsbane. Sorry for the glare, but this is a really good book. I think I got it for I don't want to mislead you, but I'm pretty sure I got it for $17 in US. It's a really good read. It's really great. Big shout outs to Dan Schmidt, keeping up the good work. All right. So I'm gonna end it here for now. Thank you for everyone that decided to tune in and watch. I'll release more Wolfsbane news, and I'll have a better explaining of it once I get rid of my inability to talk on the camera. But other than that, thank you guys for tuning in, and have a good day. God bless.